Fashion has always been cyclical, but Dolce & Gabbana's latest revival project proves that nostalgia has never looked so luxurious. The Italian fashion house, synonymous with opulent sensuality and Mediterranean glamour, is diving deep into its archives to resurrect some of its most iconic 90s designs, reimagined for a new generation of vintage-obsessed consumers. From sultry slip dresses to sharply tailored power suits, the revival isn't just about reissuing old styles, it's about celebrating the timeless DNA that defined Dolce & Gabbana's golden era. The initiative, dubbed D&G Re-Edition, highlights the house's most memorable silhouettes, prints, and fabrics from the late 1980s through the late 1990s, the years when Domenico Dolce and Stefano Gabbana cemented their reputation as designers who understood the female form better than anyone else. Each piece is meticulously reproduced using modern techniques while staying true to the spirit of the original. Think corseted bodices, leopard prints, black lace, and the famous Sicilian widow aesthetic that made Madonna, Naomi Campbell, and Monica Bellucci longtime muses of the brand. In an era where Gen Z is scouring thrift shops and Depop for authentic 90s fashion, Dolce & Gabbana's move feels particularly timely. The archive drop trend has captivated the luxury world, with houses like Gucci and Versace also revisiting their back catalogs. Yet Dolce & Gabbana's approach feels more personal, a love letter to an era when Italian sensuality ruled the runways and fashion photography exuded raw, cinematic romance. Each piece in the collection comes with a special re-edition label that cites the original season and year of its debut. A slinky black slip dress from spring-summer 1996 sits beside a pinstripe power suit from fall-winter 1994, both recreated with an obsessive eye for detail. Even accessories, including crystal-embellished chokers, mini handbags, and cat-eye sunglasses, have been revived, echoing the maximalist spirit of the decade. For longtime fans, this revival offers a chance to relive the aesthetic that first made Dolce & Gabbana a cultural phenomenon. For new admirers, it's an invitation to experience fashion history firsthand. "We wanted to reconnect people with the pieces that made them fall in love with us in the first place," said Domenico Dolce in a recent statement. The 90s were not just a period in fashion, they were a state of mind, a kind of confidence and sensuality that still resonates today. The campaign imagery reflects that sentiment perfectly. Shot by legendary fashion photographer Steven Meisel, who worked with the brand extensively in the 90s, the visuals fuse nostalgia with contemporary edge. Models pose in sepia-toned light reminiscent of vintage editorials, yet the styling feels modern, proving that true style never goes out of fashion. There's also a sustainability angle to the re-edition project. Rather than producing entirely new collections at a relentless pace, Dolce & Gabbana is refocusing on its heritage pieces, using existing designs as blueprints. This archive-led production reduces waste and celebrates craftsmanship over mass output, a refreshing shift for a label that has often been associated with excess. "Luxury today means longevity," Stefano Gabbana explained. "What was beautiful then is still beautiful now." Dolce & Gabbana's renewed emphasis on craftsmanship comes as younger consumers demand authenticity over novelty. Vintage clothing has become a form of rebellion against fast fashion, and owning an archival or reissued designer piece now signals both cultural literacy and environmental awareness. The brand's new campaign cleverly taps into this mindset, positioning its legacy as aspirational yet accessible. Fashion insiders have noted that the brand's choice to revisit the 90s is no coincidence. Those years represented a peak in creativity and pop culture influence, the era of supermodels, music videos, and cinematic fashion moments. Dolce & Gabbana's collections from that decade defined what it meant to be sexy yet sophisticated. Think Linda Evangelista strutting in corsets, Kate Moss in lingerie-inspired gowns, or Monica Bellucci embodying the quintessential Italian bombshell. By reviving these archetypes, Dolce & Gabbana isn't just appealing to nostalgia, it's reasserting its role as a cultural storyteller. Interestingly, the re-edition collection also blurs the line between vintage and new luxury. While some pieces are faithfully reproduced, others receive subtle updates, slightly altered cuts, sustainable materials, and modern tailoring that reflect today's sensibilities. The result is a harmonious blend of past and present, where legacy meets innovation. Fashion historians are already calling the move a masterclass in brand revival. Instead of chasing trends, Dolce & Gabbana is betting on the enduring appeal of its heritage. In doing so, it positions itself as a custodian of authentic luxury, one that prizes artistry over hype. The label's confidence in its archives mirrors a broader shift in the industry, where storytelling and identity are regaining importance after years of fast-paced trend cycles. For many fans, this is more than just a collection, it's a portal back to a time when fashion was about individuality, drama, and sensuality. The 90s were an age of expression, where glamour was unapologetic and minimalism was redefined through attitude rather than austerity. Dolce & Gabbana captured that essence then, and now it's bringing it to a generation eager to rediscover what true fashion feels like. Critics have praised the house for balancing homage with reinvention. The fabrics retain their rich textures, the tailoring feels as powerful as ever, and the signature motifs, roses, lace, leopard print, remain at the heart of the brand's visual language. Yet the overall tone feels refreshed, lighter, and more attuned to contemporary fashion sensibilities. Whether it's a red carpet event or a modern street-style moment, these revived Dolce & Gabbana pieces promise to resonate across contexts. Already, celebrities like Dua Lipa and Bella Hadid have been spotted wearing archival-inspired D&G designs, proving the timelessness of the brand's seductive codes. And with the rise of social media nostalgia, where 90s-inspired aesthetics dominate TikTok and Instagram, this collection couldn't have arrived at a better moment. Dolce & Gabbana's re-edition isn't just a marketing move, it's a statement about legacy, sustainability, and the power of reinvention. As fashion's obsession with the past continues to shape its future, the brand's approach serves as a reminder that great design never truly fades, it only waits to be rediscovered. In a world saturated with fleeting trends and disposable aesthetics, Dolce & Gabbana has managed to turn nostalgia into something genuinely forward-looking. By honoring the past while reimagining it for today's generation, the label has reaffirmed its timeless relevance. For anyone who grew up dreaming of the glamour of the 90s, or for those discovering it anew, the message is clear: the icons are back, and they've never looked better.